Do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No, I'm just kidding. But yo, okay, let's pull that back.
Restart.
Hey, yo, we are live for video motherfucking number 2.
Episode number 2, I'd like to call it.
Episode number 2. What's up, guys? How you guys doing? Let us know in the comments. Hey, shout out my boy Eddie Martinez. He gave us the idea for us to try out different beers each time we fucking hit that episode. So right now we got the Rogue Dead Guy Ale. Let's try this bitch out.
And we obviously have different tastes in beers, which is totally fine. Everybody has different beer tastes, but I like more of a sour beer. That's just my thing. I mean, I've been into them now for a while lately. I think they fucking taste great. I mean, some are kind of bammer, but when you find that one that's just tasty, it's fucking amazing. Some of the best beers I've ever had are sour beers.
Yeah, and as you can tell, there's a new dude here. No beard.
Oh yeah.
No beard.
And why did you shave it?
Why did I shave it? It's because I'm supposed to be going to the reserves this weekend. My fucking recruiter's being hella wishy-washy and not letting me know if the package got up and got signed, but we'll see about that pretty soon. The reserves?
No, what do you mean package got signed?
Package? So it's basically a package. They take all your paperwork, fucking all your medical records and everything, and make sure you're good to go and ready to be in the reserves.
And you only go into the reserves if you've already been in?
No, you could join as a reservist. You go to boot camp, you go to your MOS school, and then you be shipped off to your unit back at home. So you get to be a civilian for
I thought
most
that's
of the
something
time.
that. What am I thinking of where you have to be signed up for it when you're 18? The draft? Is that what
The
I'm
draft? Yeah, everybody goes into the draft.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Well, you have to sign up for it, right?
You have to sign up for the draft? I thought everybody
You're
signed up.
supposed to sign up for it when you turn 18, but I know
Yeah.
some people don't. Make sure your beer's over there.
Got it. Can't show that fucking
Can't block our logo, even though your leg's blocking it. It's all
still looks
gravy,
good.
baby. Yeah.
Hey, let's take a test taster.
Absolutely.
Cheers, bro.
Also, I didn't tell everybody what my beer is. It's a sour beer from I don't even know how to say that. Raz Brewing Company, and it's a double 3 berry is what it's called. Imperial Sour. Don't want to fucking fuck up the blur, but yeah. I've already opened one. I've already finished one. To me, I've had it before. It's pretty tasty. It's a fire beer.
So what'd you do this weekend?
This weekend specifically, even though it was COVID, I went to a fucking little birthday party, and it was pretty dope. There was a magician, so that was pretty dope.
There was a magician. He's masked up.
He wasn't.
He wasn't.
But we were outside, so I mean that was pretty cool. He had me come up for a fucking part of it, and like volunteer. He just picked me.
Were you trace it, or did you drink there, or no?
I had one beer, but that was after the whole magician shit. And either way, I mean, who's getting drunk off one beer? But yeah, what was pretty dope though is the trick that he did on me was where he put a fucking styrofoam cup of water.
David Blaine.
He filled up 2 cups actually, one for him and one for me. We held it over our heads, and he told me to close my eyes and spin around. I did that. He said he was gonna spin around with me. Now that my girlfriend recorded it, I got to see it. He drank his water while I was spinning around, so I didn't know his cup was gonna be empty because he drank it. I felt the water in the cup the whole fucking time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's above my head. I close my eyes, spin around, and then he gives me a wand, my own little magic wand. He tells me to say abracadabra or whatever, and he says when he turns the cup over, it's gonna be empty, or he hopes it's gonna be empty. The whole time I feel the shit in the fucking thing. So I don't know if he at the time. I'm like, did he fuck up the trick? Is
about
this
to
shit
get
about
fucking
to pour it on
drenched.
me? Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck? Sure enough, he tips the cup over my head. Nothing comes out. Still don't know how he did it.
Oh, on the video, he drank it in the back, or
on
what?
He drank because he did it to himself first.
Yeah.
He poured his cup over his own head. But
Okay.
I mean, he did that in front of me. Didn't let me know that he drank it.
Yeah,
but everybody
bro.
else got to see it.
You gotta be good with a lot of distraction.
As
Seen
a
that?
magician,
Yeah, definitely. It's all about distraction. I mean, fuck, I don't know, but
that's what. That's what I thought was dope about him is he was also teaching some of his tricks.
some of his tricks.
Yeah, like
the
he
quarter
was like
bite?
saying, no, he didn't do that one. But he was like, I actually know how to do that one. But he,
But where you spit it and it
yeah,
comes
it's
back?
a fake quarter. It's
Okay.
it's a trick quarter. But anyways, he was like, he would do a trick and be like, you know, as a magician, he would explain how magicians work. Like it's all about sleight of hand, or it's all about misdirection. He would explain it, and then he would do a trick
like-
first. Not all of the tricks, but then he would show us. This is, you see how I got you to look here? Well, this is what I did here. Not all of them, but on the real basic ones, he was showing it.
That's
I
dope.
thought it was dope. I honestly think the parents were more entertained than the kids. He made a couple jokes that were kind of more towards the adults, you know, like things I think just went over the kid's head. But it was a good show. I really liked
It's
it.
pretty dope.
It was pretty dope. What about you? What'd you do?
What I do? I went fucking shredding in Tahoe, bro.
Oh yeah, I seen.
Lost $100 in the casino, dude. The thing about gambling.
Oh, you went gambling too?
Yeah, we go gambling every time we go, and I just lose my money. I don't know, dude.
Well,
Gambling is so rigged, bro.
I was gonna say that's what's designed to do is make you lose.
Yes. The thing is, you play, and I'll be up. Like I had $100, and then I hit the roulette table because the roulette table is pretty much easy as fuck for me to win. I'll put it on like certain numbers, and then those will hit.
You go numbers, you don't go color.
Well, I'll do like a section of the table. I'll do low or high, and then depending, it'll smack, and then I'll get like a $50 bonus from $5.
So the way I've been told to play the roulette table is you had to, because even though the numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, in order on the table, you have to look at the way the numbers are set up on the wheel and pick a section of numbers at a time and bet on the numbers that are on the wheel in a section, so you have a little bit better of a chance.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I do a section, either lower or higher. I'll do that section.
But you mean like lower numbers or higher numbers?
Yeah.
See, but that's not. I'm saying like the numbers on the wheel aren't in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
So I'm saying it's like 1, 7, 13.
But either way, it's all fucking
realize,
luck, bro.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, give a little help to our audience. You realize which number. You look real quick when it pauses on one roll. You take a couple turns out. You kind of memorize where a section is, and you bet on that section.
Yeah, dude. It's just you get that money, and then like I had $100. I got $250. I should have just pulled out there. 100? Yeah, I started with 100.
And you went to 250?
I went to 250. I should have pulled out, but
all on roulette.
Yeah, all on roulette.
Okay.
And then I just kept doing dumbass bets, and I'm like, fuck, dude, I just need to sit here and keep doing it, and then I'm out.
That's the thing, though, is
I don't play till I'm done, and when I'm done is when I'm out of money.
Exactly. You gotta stop when you're ahead.
Exactly.
100%.
And that's the thing I have, because they're all the boys are playing still, and I'm like, fuck, what am I gonna do? Just go to my room?
Oh, because you either only brought 100 or you only set yourself at a limit of 100.
No, well, yeah, that I set myself at a limit of 100. But what I'm saying is,
that's where they get some people though. They don't fucking have that limit, and they just keep fucking. All right, well, I think I'm gonna win this next one.
Hey, yo, let me get some more cash.
Exactly. Yeah.
They got that $7 freaking ATM fee. But you know how they have mirrors everywhere, and like, do you know how gambling?
Yeah, to make sure you're not cheating. You mean?
No. Oh, well, I'm guessing that's the one too. But they have a bunch of mirrors in there, and because when you're walking in there. Dude, I don't know. I'm sure everybody here has gotten lost in the casino once.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It's because they want you to keep playing. Like, you're just like, oh, I'm lost. Now I'm just going to sit down on another slot machine.
Not even that, but there's no windows. And if there are windows, they're super fucking tinted, so you can't tell whether it's nighttime, daytime. Yep. You lose track of time in there.
Yeah. See that girl that won $300K at the slot machine in the airport? It was on Barstool Sports.
Which airport? Or just,
I don't know which airport it was, but some girl was like, oh my God. She was freaking out. Like,
I didn't see it.
And then someone commented saying, if I won that $300K, I wouldn't freak out like that. I'd be low key about it. Like, what is someone gonna do? Come up to you and shoot you? Be like, that's my $300K, bitch.
Yeah. Either way, I'd be like, can I get an escort out with all this fucking money? I mean, what is it?
No, I mean, no matter what, $300K, you see that, you're just gonna be like, you're gonna be hyped as fuck.
One time, because I've been to the Matrix, I was there with my buddy from work, and we're playing fucking blackjack, and this fucking guy he was like playing like. They had like lucky sevens, so if you got 777, or if like I think it was
that's what
if it equaled 21 or some shit,
yeah,
you get like some crazy bonus.
I heard
this
about
fucking
that,
guy landed it, got this crazy bonus, didn't even realize it until the dealer told him. Okay, and then I mean we're not paying attention to his bet, so we didn't even pay attention.
Yeah.
But once we hear it, we're like, oh fuck, this dude literally made hella money and just kept playing. We're like, dude, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
What are you still playing for?
What the hell?
You beat the system. You won. Get the fuck out. But. He kept playing. I don't know how his money went after that because I
probably lost it all. He was like, yeah, I'll take another Corona. He starts fucking drinking and
it was like he wasn't even interested. Like when he was playing, he was just like looking around. Like he just bet his bet, and then it was like when it wasn't his turn or whatever, he just fucking look away, like start watching TV because they always have TVs and shit up there. Didn't give a fuck. But I was just like, what the fuck? I mean, maybe he does this on a daily basis. I don't get to go. I mean, I don't gamble like that, but some people do.
Fuck no, I don't got the money for that, bro.
But if you're winning like that,
or
if you know how to, I'm sure there's real ways to understand the whole gambling scene and shit like that. But
for sure,
I just don't know.
Gotta be like that.
Like I know the roulette thing to help your odds, but even then, it's like
gotta be like that girl on chess, man. Have you ever seen that chess show on Netflix?
No, but have you ever seen 21, the movie,
21.
where it's like counting cards?
I think so. I haven't seen it in a long time.
I mean, after watching that, I think it's really not that hard to count cards. You know what I mean?
It's a goddamn.
It's a movie, but I don't know if it was based on a true story, but there is people that count cards, and specifically blackjack, and it's like it's like there's a whole like system behind it, and it's really not that hard if you kind of figure it out and like really learn it real quick. Especially that movie really helped. They literally explain, even though it's like a reenactment, it's like a whole movie and like, you know, storyline or whatever that they wrote up. It does a really good job of explaining it, and I think I could do it, but at the same time, I haven't because I really don't know what the fuck.
Hell no.
I don't want to go risk my money to find
like,
out.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
Yeah, but it's like
fucking lost in the sauce, bro.
It's more so like just basically going off the cards that have already been played, so you know what's still left in the deck. You know whether you have a better chance of.
Can't they fucking find you? They'll be looking at you and like.
Well, usually you don't do it alone. You have multiple people at one person.
10-4 on the 21 blackjack table.
But you usually have like one person at each blackjack table. Like you go in a group, you have one person at each blackjack table, and they're counting those cards for you before you even come. And they're not doing the big bets. They're not doing all that. But you find out which table has the higher chance of getting a blackjack based on the algorithm or whatnot.
Probability.
And then they give you a signal like, my table's hot, come now. Then you come and you start betting big as the made guy, or the main man.
Coming with them shades. Yo, what's up, motherfuckers?
But yeah, in the movie Casino, that's what they show. It's like they get caught at a certain point and shit goes bad. The casino guys don't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I think this is more so like in some sketchy spots because they fucking start, fucking them up, taking them to the back room and fucking them up for cheating. You know what I mean? I don't think they really do that nowadays, but I'm sure back in the day they did some shit like that. You know what I mean? Especially in Vegas, like.
Yeah, bro, Vegas. End up in the fucking middle of the desert.
You ever seen the movie Casino?
Nuh-uh.
Man.
Is that the one with Johnny Depp?
No.
I'm thinking about the one with Johnny Depp where he's in Vegas and he fucking trips balls on acid.
No,
Have you seen that one?
I'm talking about with Robert De Niro.
No.
Ah, fuck.
Do you know which one I'm talking about, though?
No, I don't. But honestly, I can guarantee you the movie I'm talking about is 1,000 times better than the movie you're talking about. I don't even have to watch the movie. Johnny Depp isn't playing this type of role, so I know that this is... And I think it was kind of based on a true story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like how Vegas was back in the day and how it got started and who took over it and who was the main casino owners and how they were all kind of
pyramid
together.
Of Giza.
It is fucking dope, dude. And it like shows how they got investigated by the FBI and shit. Anybody who hasn't seen the movie Casino, watch that shit. It is fucking amazing.
I need to check it out now.
Seriously, by the next podcast, I want you to watch it because we're gonna talk about it.
All right,
I'll even rewatch it just to fucking refresh my memory. But I've watched it multiple times. It's a fucking good movie.
Okay, let's delve into the next topic.
Okay, well, let me tell you about, first of all, I mean, I guess it's a topic, but traffic. Okay, I don't know what your thoughts on traffic, but today I was pissed off. Almost thought I was gonna be late to the show today to record because of fucking traffic. Something happened on the freeway where on my way home from work, because I work in Frisco, coming to San Jose. First off, Google Maps, you're a piece of shit because you told me
Google Maps is ass.
You told me it's gonna be 50 minutes, and it literally stayed 50 minutes the whole time I was stuck in traffic.
Yeah, we were going to Tahoe, and the fucking maps didn't even change.
Yeah, it's so dumb. But my point is about traffic is, and I don't know how you feel about traffic, but it's other than today because of the situation. There was like a whole like people died in an accident. On the freeway. So I guess
rest in peace.
But at the same time, my argument with that is, I finally caught up to where the shit happened or wherever they were blocking off. Yeah. They blocked off all but one lane on the freeway, okay, on 101. Didn't make any sense to me when I pull up and realized the shit happened on the other side of the freeway.
What the hell?
Why are we blocking off all but one lane on this side of the freeway?
Probably because someone died, dude.
Right, but it doesn't explain what that has nothing to do with this side of the freeway.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. Yeah. It sucks that somebody died. It's a tragedy. You know what I mean? Especially when it's probably somebody that's driving in their fucking car. Who knows if it was the person that was driving like an asshole or who knows what the fuck. I still don't know all the details. But my point is it didn't make any sense why the whole freeway had to be cut off because one thing happened on one side. It really didn't make any fucking sense to me. There wasn't cops on my side fucking investigating like specs on the ground.
Do you have your fast track?
No, but it didn't matter because that was closed.
Oh, the fast track was closed?
Yeah, it was. They had the slow lane open.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, I was in this segment of traffic for over an hour and a half. It was the dumbest thing I was cool with it until I realized this ain't even on the same side of the freeway.
Well, goddamn, at least you made it here in time.
Thank
I'm all, what time you gonna be here?
Yeah, I know, you were blowing me up, and I'm like, dude, I didn't even give you an exact time. I said from this point to this point.
I'm hyped for this episode.
So am I. I mean, I'm fucking just hyped for the podcast in general.
Yeah, the podcast is lit. Speaking of that.
But wait, real quick. So traffic, other than today, and the incident I was in, pisses me off because most of the time it's man-made
It's bullshit. People just like...
that don't know how... Not even that. Not even if there's an accident. It's just... People don't understand if you're in the fast lane or if you're on the left lane and the lanes from there to the right lane, it should be going faster than the people on the right side of you.
Yeah, yeah.
It seems like everybody just sees the person on the right side of them and want to keep that same speed. That pisses me off so fucking much.
People are ignorant.
Not even that. They just don't know. And I don't understand why people don't know.
Fucking dumb.
They just don't understand the fucking
They know.
rules
They
of
have
fucking
to
the freeway.
know. You have to know. They just play dumb.
I would think, but also I feel like it's just, or like my biggest thing is, why are semi trucks and like big rig trucks
Yeah.
in multiple lanes? They should have their own lane where they're not bugging anybody else on the fucking freeway. They should be either all the way in the slow lane, mandatory, or they should have their own fucking, like how we have fast track. They should be a fucking, you're a commercial truck driver, you have your own lane. Why are we having commercial truck drivers in the fast lane going slow as shit? Or you know what I mean?
Dude, that shit would piss me off when I drive from San Diego up here. Just on the 5. The 5 is just one long ass fucking strip of road, and you'd have all these semis switching lanes and shit. Dude, they drive like maniacs too.
I'm not even being funny. That should be a thing where they have their own fucking lane.
Yeah, for sure.
I get you can't just make a lane.
They
out of
gotta
nowhere.
drive fucking overstate, cross country.
Right. And that I feel like would also speed up the process of deliveries for them.
Yeah.
If they have their own fucking shit where they're all going their own speed, that, you know what I mean? Like, what are we talking about?
I wonder
here?
when they're gonna come out with fucking. You know when they're gonna come out with the Tesla semi? That shit's gonna be crazy.
I think they already have it. I was.
I have
listening-
not seen it. Have you?
I have. Yeah, but I mean, for the most part, it's only Tesla for Tesla products. But they do have.
That'd be dope, dude. 2021, you got some fucking electric ass semis driving around.
I was listening to a podcast with Elon Musk. I think it was Joe Rogan, where he was talking about they have it already in action, but it's like from taking it from one Tesla place to another.
The gigafarms or whatever, gigafactories.
Well, specifically the one that's in close to
Fremont?
us. Yeah, Fremont. Yeah. They use them there. I don't think they're using them like for every fucking thing, but they're rolling them out. They're using them to see how, you know, what to tweak, what to do. But it's also the fucking mileage, the range they can get on them.
Yeah.
They don't want to stop a fucking big rig from its delivery to charge up and wait for that charge up.
Yeah, but these guys gotta sleep and shit, so they could charge it. Well, if they're gonna install stations,
I'm saying it's like only a certain 100 miles.
Yeah.
So like that's way more. You can go a full day without. I mean, and you're already running out of mileage.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So I think, but what I think they could do is fucking they know what path they're going on.
Yeah,
and set up a fucking station where they have superchargers.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
They could do that.
They take their fucking rest and shit, and then charge it up.
Yeah, or like a break, or
eat
or
their
lunch
fucking
break. Yeah, exactly.
half-old ass sandwich.
Exactly.
Their
Yeah,
fucking egg sandwich.
There's definitely ways around it. And I'm sure Elon Musk, the genius that he is, and the geniuses he has around him, will figure out.
Yeah.
But yeah, and even in the future, already with Tesla, regular cars, each model they come out with is now better mileage, but can go farther. So it's only a matter of time for and with the big
Model
rigs,
S.
With the big rigs, they have so much space. They can put bigger batteries, bigger fucking, they can already get better mileage, but it's also more power they're using to pull so much weight.
You know, they got the Model S, the Model X, the Model 3, and the Model Y.
Did you know they can dance?
No.
There's a certain model that can dance?
Yeah, but those 4 spell sexy.
I never thought about that.
You didn't think about that?
I mean, I'm
S3, X, Y, sexy.
Oh, you're saying the 3 is the E?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm surprised he hasn't said that
because he fucking made it, dude. He's a fucking meme. He's a walking meme.
That's true.
A genius ass meme, bro.
And I hope he doesn't fucking. I mean, he says he's opening an operation or like a plant in Texas already, and he was already threatening with all this COVID shit to move everything to Texas and fuck California.
He moved to Texas, didn't he?
Yes, but at the same time, I mean, like moving operations where it's like income, it's like jobs for the economy, stimulating the economy in the Bay Area, especially it's Fremont, it's right down the street from us.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So I appreciate that he's here doing the technology shit. California and the Bay Area specifically is known for the technology. Silicon Valley is known for technology. So I think he wants to stay here, and I think when he threatened, he kind of got his way. You know what I'm saying? They kind of backed off.
Dude, this man knows every move. He probably thinks about it a million fucking times before he says something or does something.
Yeah.
Like, this guy is
I honestly trip that people hate on him. I really do. I don't understand it. It's like, but it makes sense. People back in the day that were like inventors, they were thought as like crazy dudes. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
fucking Tesla.
That's never going to work. What are you doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty dope. I think he's a genius. And I just think that I like the fact that even if he's wrong, he's coming up with ideas. He's coming up with things and testing it. People, I feel like, come
Yeah,
up with
like that
ideas and they're
video.
scared to fucking present it because
The
they think they're
video
gonna
where
get
he's
laughed at.
all, yeah, you got the bulletproof glass that can withstand anything. They throw a marble at the glass, it breaks.
Well, he explained why it broke, but yeah, at the same time,
No, it's just funny.
yeah, it's funny, but
But speaking of the podcast,
okay.
where do you think this podcast, like, what are your intentions for the podcast, and where do you think it's going to go in the future?
Our podcast?
Yeah.
I know you're more so on that hype of we're gonna blow up, we're gonna do that, and don't get me wrong, I want to blow up, I want to have a good time, but that's my thing. Is I'm more so doing it just to have a good time.
Yeah.
I don't care if we have fucking one view a goddamn week. I want it. I enjoy talking. I mean, anybody who knows me knows I love to fucking talk, and I'm usually really good with my words. And on the podcast, we drink a little bit, so I kind of get a little fucking, foggy in my brain. But I love to talk. It's something I've always loved to do. I love to fucking express how I feel or my thoughts on things. And a lot of times I've even been told by people like, you think what I think, but you are able to say it in a way that people aren't.
You're able to express it?
Yeah, exactly. Maybe somebody thinks that way, but they can't really put it into words as much as I can. So that's one thing I just love to do. I know you're more on the hype, and
I'm fucking hyped. I'm hyped for everything, bro.
And
like,
don't get me wrong, if we blow up, I'm all for it.
No, for sure. Like blowing up. The thing about blowing up is I'm not just about blowing up and becoming famous or whatever. I'm about turning the passions that we do into fucking careers.
100%.
Eventually, obviously, I want to do this for fucking, for fun, because it's fun. It's fun waking up, drinking a fucking goddamn rain energy, chugging that bitch, and then sitting on the goddamn computer editing. Like,
don't get me wrong,
it's fun because like you get to see the product.
If we blow, and it's like say we blow up, and we could start actually making profit off of this.
Yeah.
And say it's enough profit where I can just devote. I can quit my carpentry job. You know what I'm saying? I could just do this shit. I would much rather do this as a living than, be carpenter. I love doing carpentry, don't get me wrong, but yeah, like I said, I love to talk. I'm doing this because I enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why, like we said on the last podcast, I hit everybody up before, our group of friends, or the select group I had, because I wanted to do something.
Yeah,
it was
for
my
sure.
idea to
like
come
we
up
got
with,
fucking time, dude. Like COVID hit, like
not even that. I've wanted to do this before COVID. I want, this is something, whether it was fucking podcast or whatnot. Podcast is definitely what I wanted to get into eventually, or
just do dumb.
That
shit.
was the goal. But yeah, my
dumb shit on video.
My thing is just at least get an audience.
It's just about a lot of it is getting out of your comfort zone as well, because a lot of people are afraid to fucking post shit, or like afraid of what other people are gonna think.
Right, and that's why I also like I mean I don't know I don't think we talked about it last podcast, but I came up with the name Soon to Be Canceled because I feel like I don't care what people think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't think we should, especially being a podcast. You shouldn't have to tiptoe around what you really feel.
Exactly.
And I'm glad that we've made it clear.
I don't give a fuck what you think. No,
don't get me wrong. All the
all
the support we've gotten from the first episode has been fucking amazing. It's been awesome.
Nothing but positive support. It's fucking
Something
dope.
hilarious on the last one when I told everybody to thank Marcus for his service. Somebody on the comments put "thank you for your cervix."
Oh,
and
yeah,
that
that's
made
my
me,
homie.
That made me fucking crack up when I saw that shit. Whoever you were, or whoever you are, do you know his name?
Fuck, I don't remember. Yeah, I'm gonna cut this out.
Anyway,
no, I'm just playing. What up, homie?
He's fucking hilarious. Whoever came up with that.
Oh, it was
something Hernandez.
Yeah, Hernandez. It was my homie Hernandez.
Okay.
Hey, appreciate you, bro. Hernandez been there since day one.
Marine?
Yeah, he was in the Marines.
Okay, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Honestly, funny ass shit. Keep the comments coming. Keep the comments coming because you made me fucking laugh when I saw that shit.
Thank you for your cervix. Yeah, you guys are fucking like nothing but positive support has been awesome. Like getting these comments and seeing dope shit.
And I'm sure eventually, even though we haven't yet, we're gonna run into negative fans or negative viewers, because I wouldn't call them fans if they're giving us negative feedback. But
I mean, publicity is publicity if it's fucking negative people watching, because they're gonna be watching it anyway. It's just another fucking view. Fuck them.
100%. Yeah. I mean, they still gave us the views. They're still giving us the comment. You know what I mean?
They're taking their time out of their day to hate.
One thing I've learned from I forgot who said it, but nobody happy with their lives and are doing something with their lives and are successful with their lives and enjoying their life is going to spend the time to hate on somebody else.
Yeah.
Especially online on a comment and take the time out of their day to do that. It's just not going to happen. If they're happy with their lives and they're doing their own thing, they're not going to sit there and dislike it. Even if they dislike it, they're not going to take the time to fucking hate on somebody.
Yeah.
They might think what they think and feel how they feel, but they're not going to fucking hate on us, through a comment.
Yeah.
I mean, it's somebody who's not happy is going to fucking try and project that that unhappiness on somebody else.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you for the support, you
Seriously,
guys. You guys are
fucking seriously. Anybody who's giving us a shout out, specifically Phil, aka
Phil the Goat,
the
Gregory.
man. Yeah. Anybody who's giving us positive feedback, I fucking love it. It makes me happy to see that shit, that our friends or just even people I don't even know, or just, you know, people who have seen it, because we've gotten comments from people who neither of us know, and it's been positive for the most part.
Yeah,
there might be some people who disagree with something we said, but it's still not negative. It's been positive for the most part. You know what I mean? Quote from Boozy Badass. He said, "You get the most hate from the town you're from." You know what I'm saying? And even saying that, the people we do know and the people that are in our town that we know of have given us great support. So
fucking goats.
I'm fucking excited, and I think I appreciate the fuck out of it. I can't express that enough, man. I truly fucking, I'm so thankful for that shit. But yeah, okay. Do you want to get into our next topic?
Go ahead. Hit it.
So we talked about COVID last week, or on our first episode, but we didn't really talk about masks and how we feel about wearing a mask and things like that.
Oh yeah, we did talk about the vaccine.
We talked about the vaccine and just COVID in the whole, but we didn't really talk about masks. And I think that's a really good subject to talk about. So I want to talk about it this episode a little bit. And that, my opinion on it is, like today at work, I go to there was a taco truck I went and bought food from, and I noticed obviously the workers have to wear masks.
Yeah,
I like that. I like that a worker that's serving food and shit now is kind of required to wear a mask.
Yeah, because he's not going to be like talking, spitting in your food and shit.
100%. Like, you wear a cap as a worker, a food worker, you know, you wear that little netted hat or whatever, but you don't really wear something for your fucking face. And I've seen fucking high profile, because I watched, like, you know, Gordon Ramsay, not him specifically that did this, but seen like high profile chefs or whatnot, like high quality chefs, that you're cooking, you're over a hot stove, you get sweaty.
Yeah,
shit drips.
It's hella nasty.
You know what I'm saying? So
like, oh, you guys need some salt? Hold up.
I highly doubt they're fucking throwing away their whole prep meal just because they dripped a little bit of sweat.
Yeah,
not saying all of them do. Not saying, you know what I mean? But
it's all coming off their nose.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, I feel like it's a good thing for certain occasions, for certain jobs, for certain things. Same thing with staying 6 feet apart. I hated before being in a Target or a grocery store and motherfuckers are right behind me, don't have personal space. You know what I'm saying? Unless they had a shopping cart, unless they had a shopping cart to keep them separate a good distance, they're right behind you. And I personally don't like that shit. You know what I mean? I kind of enjoy that 6 feet apart.
Like, what, bitch?
So don't get me wrong. There's some things that COVID has brought that I kind of appreciate.
Yeah.
And speaking of masks,
shoulder throw that motherfucker.
Speaking of masks, Texas just came out with a fucking the governor?
The Texas just lifted the mandate on masks being a law or being a fucking,
and saying that are 100% open now.
Yep, 100% open.
Nothing is closed
capacity.
down. Nothing is restricted. Texas is living right now,
dude. Texas is the fucking goddamn pioneers, dude.
And now I see, but at the same time, they had that whole bullshit with
they had that whole, oh, we got 3 inches of snow, we're fucking dying out here, help us, brother.
Well, some people did die, so be careful.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, people died in their beds.
Oh damn,
of their home.
Rest in peace. Okay,
but yeah, so don't get me wrong, I don't like that you have to wear a mask. I never have agreed with that. I don't like that the government can never really tell you what you have to do.
Yeah, for sure. No,
anything.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, having to do something is not in the fucking state of your rights. You shouldn't have to put on a mask. You shouldn't have to silence yourself on social media, being fucking silenced by Zuckerberg because something they don't like is on there, bro. Like, you're gonna get fucking banned because of something you say, because of something that is information, but it could be information for people.
A lot of times it's that people that get banned, it's just more so. Sometimes, yeah, don't get me wrong, people say shit that's just wacky, doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
They get banned because they're just spitting fucking bullshit. But sometimes they ban somebody, and legit, there's history of it, documented history, where somebody gets banned because they said something that necessarily Facebook or that's not their beliefs.
Yeah,
that's not what they believe
bullshit.
in.
Like, it's called freedom of speech for a reason. You should say what the fuck you want.
100%.
People could believe what they want. People could have these religions, different type of religions.
But they say because it's a private company, they can monitor or limit what is said, and it's what whatever they want.
But it's what a lot of these people know. A lot of, like, millions of people, everybody in the United States, everybody, like, around the world. The internet to them is like Facebook, Instagram, fucking Google. All of those mainstream,
even Google, yeah, it's
all of those mainstream.
It's limiting what you can find.
That's the internet to them.
Like you can search something up on Google, and it might not be what's really
Yeah.
available in the World Wide Web. You know, they're limiting what you can find, and that's insane to me. I think there's a website, I mean, like a search engine that you can find. I think it's like something with a duck in the name or something, Duck Go or some shit like
I
that.
haven't heard of it.
But it's basically like a new internet search engine that has came out because
It's less censored or what?
it's not censored at all.
So is it like kind of deep web, dark web type shit?
Yes, but no. It's not like the dark web where it's like it's criminals or like sketchy shit going on.
Yeah,
It's just they're not filtering what is being put out there. You can search something up, and whatever you're searching up, the actual top results or the actual real important shit is popping up. You know,
Yeah.
they're not with Google. You can literally search something up that's a true thing that's happened, and it might not show up.
Or it'll be on Wikipedia as fake or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. But not even that. Like, you can not find the fucking fact that something happened. You know, a real thing happened.
They'll only put out what they approve.
And that I have a big issue with it. I mean,
Dude, and another thing is, it was so fucking weird. I was playing Call of Duty with Dimitri today, hella random, but I got, okay, so there's a vehicle in Outbreak or whatever, and I said it looked like Harry Potter. It reminded me of Harry Potter, Hermione, or not Hermione, fucking Ron Weasley's whip. You know the car that flies?
Yeah.
Okay, so I said that, and literally not even 30 seconds to a minute after, I get a notification from TikTok saying, Harry Potter on live, muggles, and like...
Well, that's more so. That's a little bit different. That's not banning certain things being said.
Yeah, but
that's more
it's
so
just-
that your phones are listening to you.
Exactly.
100%. And I think there's this guy named Ari.
Ari Shafir?
I think it's Ari Shafir is his name, but he fucking.
He's a podcaster.
Yes, he's a comedian.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so he's gotten a phone. He's done a test where he's bought a brand new phone,
Uh-huh.
not searched, typed anything into it,
Mhm.
but just said certain things into the phone, like not recording it or whatever, just saying it around the phone, and it now is generating those things for him to see.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Did he download apps though? Like, what did he have on the phone? Anything?
I think he might have.
He
I
probably
honestly,
had like the main apps, Instagram, Facebook, and all those.
I really don't know, but I believe it. He for sure had Instagram enough to where he could get. He's getting ads. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I mean, you could just get a phone and it's not going to give you any ads. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're on something. But that blows my mind. It's like, if anybody who doesn't think their phone's listening to them, like, what are you doing? It's listening to
I don't
you
know if that
24/7.
was my phone listening to me or a weird coincidence, but that's probably your phone listening to you. Like, that's some bizarre stuff.
And
Literally, not even 30 seconds to a minute after
And have you
it
heard of,
happened,
have
it
you heard
popped
of,
up.
Have you heard of Huawei phones? I think believe it's called?
Huawei phones?
Huawei phones.
No.
So it's a phone company that's, I think, in China, I believe.
Mhm.
And they have crazy technology with their phones, like
Yeah, yeah.
insane zoom thing. For an
Oh,
example.
dude, I seen that on like they zoom in and it's like so fucking far.
Yeah, so far.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
why can't we get that technology here?
Yeah.
One is an issue I don't understand. But two, it's like they don't allow you to buy or sell that in the United States. You cannot buy a Huawei phone in the United States legally. I'm
Yeah.
sure people are fucking on the black market or whatever, or sneaking
No,
shit over. Because
So you can't buy it legally?
no, you can't have a Huawei phone.
Well, speaking of that, it's crazy because Apple is big in America, but it's not big very, very much everywhere else. Like in Japan and all that, they have Huawei's or
Which is
Hawaii's
funny because it's
and-
made in China. Apple phones are made in China.
yeah,
There's no denying that. I mean, that's a fact. You can read it
Fucking
on the
slave
fucking,
labor,
you can
dude.
read
They
it on
it's cheap.
the AirPods. It says
Mhm.
made in China or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
it's because it's so cheap.
Right. Which is another whole nother issue, but
Yeah,
we won't get into
but
that.
Huawei phones,
But yeah, I'm just saying it's
they
weird.
have
why,
an intense amount of zoom.
I think but I'm saying I think what they say is because they don't. It's like the same thing with TikTok. They say they don't like that app because it allows
China to
get
China
information on,
made
on
app.
the U.S. But at the same time, it's
But also a conspiracy about that is that China is the controller of TikTok, so America can't censor the shit that's fucking put out on the TikTok.
right, which also explains why you can be on TikTok and listen to you can add any song without being copyrighted.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can put I've done it before where I put a clip out on Instagram and I had a song play over it and it cut it. They like within an hour.
Fucking flag that bitch.
Yeah, they within an hour flagged it, but it was interesting. They said only certain people from your followers can see this video.
Dude,
What does that mean?
how can they do that? And the thing about
I get it. No, I get that copyright. I get
Yeah,
that
yeah.
to a certain extent, but TikTok, it's like that's still an app you can get on Apple, which is clearly an app that's a big app in the United States where there's no censorship in that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how is that not an issue? You know what I'm saying? I'm
Speak-
sure it is to some, like the artists and shit, but at the same time, they're getting people to download their songs to play them on that.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a weird thing, you know.
Yeah. And then what do you think about like shadow? Have you heard of shadow banning?
Oh yeah. On multiple platforms.
Like, how can you be banned, like censored, silenced, and not even know about it? They're just shutting you down. And basically,
you think you're getting a fair shot on getting views or
you think you have a chance at fucking getting out there, getting reach. And
for those of you who don't know what shadow banning is, it's a real thing. 100%. You can look into it. So certain companies, like just like we were saying about Google, but Google will like not let you be found at all. But like YouTube does it. I don't know. I mean, off the top of my head, all the companies that do it. But basically, what it is somebody can search up your title or your fucking whatever, whatever you're talking about or whatever your tags are, they can look that up. But for whatever reason, you won't show up on that feed or on that list. Like it'll show everybody else who tagged 2020 or whatever, whatever you're talking about. It doesn't matter what you're tagging or what you're talking about. If your account was shadow banned, you won't be showing up on those feeds.
Or you'll be putting out really good quality content, and the ratio of like how much interaction you get, how it should be, popping off, going crazy, it'll be slimmed down so minuscule. You won't get any reach, you won't get nothing, and it's crazy because they don't let you know. They just
there's
out there.
There's no fucking like email or direct message that says you have been shadow banned or we're limiting your amount of viewers or anything. They just do it without telling you. So it's like you never know until you can kind of figure it out yourself if you're paying attention enough to understand why am I all of a sudden not getting as many views, or why all of a sudden am I not, when my friend, or not my friend, but when people are looking me up, they're not finding me as easy as they should be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's insane. It's really fucking insane.
It's crazy.
I love how we started with mass and now we're on shadow ban. But but that's the point. We want to talk about whatever the fuck we want to talk about. So,
exactly. We delve into everything.
And we won't, if you don't like what we're talking about sometimes, maybe skip 5 minutes, and hopefully we'll be talking about something else at the time. And you can figure out something you do like. But
yeah. And we're back.
We had a little pause real quick, just needed to take a little quick break.
Oh shit, I'm fucking trying to drink this beer, not even open.
How many have you had to drink, bro?
Dude, I've had a lot of beers today. I had a pregame.
You got a lot of White Claws.
I had a lot of White Claws. The White Claws were fucking for the beginning of the podcast. I got the beers in there,
he drinks White Claws because he's worried about his weight. But he makes fun of my weight.
Bro, you're fucking twig.
Exactly. So why are you making fun of me? I feel like you're just jealous, really, at the end of the day. You're over here trying to be skinnier, but you're making fun of me for being skinny.
No, you're right.
We won't get into that. Anybody who's skinny out there, we appreciate you. Don't let anybody make fun of you.
Hey, I would love to eat anything I fucking want.
That's the thing. I can eat whatever the fuck I want. I can drink whatever the fuck I want.
That's fucking dope, bro.
I don't gain weight.
That's
it's
legit.
Great. It's fucking awesome.
Legit
to quit.
Too legit to quit.
You know what that's from? Well, I don't know if it's from there, but
it's
Oakland A's.
Hot Rod.
Yeah, but Oakland A's love to play that shit. Too legit to quit. Okay.
The one from Hot Rod?
Probably, but I think it's been.
It's like, my name's Rod.
Yeah, but the A's.
I like to party.
The A's have been doing it for a while, and I think it's actually a song, like a legit song from like back in the day. But anyways,
Codename Whiskey.
Cool Whip.
What did you just say?
But yeah,
why are you saying it weird? Saying what weird?
And anyways, to get into our next subject that we want to talk about, or that a subject I want to talk about, is the problem,
drugs.
A problem, yeah, that we have with not even only drugs, but like homelessness and all that together. Because I work in San Francisco.
Fuck that.
It's insane how much drugs I've seen being sold in front of me as I'm walking from BART station, because I take BART to work, to my job site.
Do they try to sell it to you?
I haven't had people try and sell it to me. I mean, maybe they have, but I just try not fuck. I don't even acknowledge them. But I've had people ask me, "Hey, what you got? What you got?" You know what I mean?
What the hell? You look like a drug dealer? You're just that skinny white dude?
I have my fucking lunch pail that kind of looks like a little fucking, maybe it's holding drugs. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just like, nah, man.
Like, I got the sours.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know,
Sour
man.
heads?
Yeah, have a good day. Because I don't want it. I mean,
you don't want to start any problems. Hell no.
Yeah,
this guy might bring out a fucking needle, dude.
Anything, really. And especially,
unpredictable as fuck, man.
That's legit. Like,
they're unpredictable.
You never know what the fuck's going to happen. So
you don't want any business with them because you don't.
I mean, the only time I really have interactions with them is when I got leftover like lunch or whatever. Or like,
you just toss it to them?
Yeah, I just be like, hey, do you want this? And I've never been turned down. So yeah, I'm glad I'm not going to eat it. So if you want it, fucking, it's going to do you better than it does me. But what I want to talk about is, when it comes to drugs, what do you like? Sometimes I feel like it could be a good thing, and I only say this because there's somebody that lives by my house. I assume he lives by my house. I don't even know if he has a place to live, but he's always in my area, and I'm assuming 100% he's on drugs when he does this. But he gets on whatever drug he prefers, and he will literally start doing landscaping. He's not a fucking worker. He's
what
not.
the hell?
He just starts going out into like the main street area and starts raking up leaves. He has his own rake. He has his own broom.
What is he cracked out?
I don't know what drug makes you want to clean, but he fucking cleans the fuck out of the area. He literally does.
You gotta be sniffing some Ajax.
He's doing something, and not saying that it's like do drugs because it helps.
No, no.
But I mean, it's not like he's doing anything bad. I've never seen him do anything bad on the drug, or I've never seen him doing anything bad.
Yeah, for it being illegal and getting you sent to prison, that's kind of fucked up. But drugs in general, I don't know, like the hardcore drugs.
If you legalize all drugs, you're not getting sent to prison, and you're also stopping a lot of the whole illegal drug trade.
Yeah, for sure.
Just like they're doing with marijuana nowadays. It's like, how long has that been illegal? Considered
that bitch is making crazy taxes.
Considered a crazy drug, but now the government's dipping their toes in it to get their money worth. You know, their insane taxes and whatnot.
Yeah.
But
it's crazy how long it was compared to alcohol. Like, alcohol had fucking prohibition and all that. That shit was fucking snappy.
Well, yeah, because
weed,
they realized they weren't
days.
shutting down alcohol. And they realized how much people wanted, even like senators and whatnot. People wanted alcohol.
How come it wasn't like that for weed, though? Is it because alcohol is addictive? Like,
yes and no, because I mean, if you think about it, weed is becoming legal. There's a reason why meth isn't legal right away, because it's not like senators or people are just hopping on to do meth. I'm sure now senators or senators' kids or governors or whatever, you know, council people's kids and whatnot are hip with the weed and whatnot.
But alcohol is one of the top killers as well.
I'm not agreeing with it. I'm just saying I think that's why now certain things are being allowed.
I just find it bizarre that
when it came to alcohol, especially back in the day when all that prohibition shit happened, it's even now. Almost everybody dabbles a little bit in drinking. Unless you're like obviously on some sobriety shit or you just never really like drinking in general. There's people that are like that, which more power to you. But I mean, we're drinking on the podcast, but it's like, what do they think is okay at the time because it's something they would do or their kids would do, or they're not trying to get their kids arrested.
It's just about the person's values.
Think about it. If you're a governor or you're a fucking Senate person and your kid, at home smokes weed, you're going to try and make sure they don't get arrested or some high profile fucking case against them because they got caught with weed.
Yeah.
That's the only reason. And
but who knows, bro? Governors
income,
could be doing some shady shit.
Right. But also, like you said, on top of that, the income. They want their fucking taxes. They want to get, if it's going to be happening, let me just make some money off of it while it's happening. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and if we made everything legal, not saying it should be, but if everything was legal, I mean, they're going to make their money off of it.
What do you think about them legalizing shrooms? Because they're legalized. I think they legalized it in Oakland.
That's what I think. Is that if you ask me, I think it's going to go the way it is. Weed. Almost every state now is slowly turning into legalizing weed. It's going to be shrooms next. Some places are already doing that.
Why shrooms?
At least decriminalizing it, because again, it's another popular drug that I think is something they just are realizing. What can we dibble and dabble in to get our money?
It has a lot of healing properties, a lot of fucking.
I mean, there's
like PTSD, like a lot of they do studies on veterans.
They're realizing it's actually beneficial.
Yeah.
And I think that's also what happened with weed. They couldn't deny the facts coming out that it's beneficial to certain people and certain things.
They just keep posting out fucking videos of this is how you are when you smoke weed and you're just fucking slumped in the chair.
I mean, if you think about it, they, for the longest point, were allowing, for almost forever, they're allowing prescription drugs.
Yeah.
Which is really...
Fucking Xanny bars, dude.
People are getting hooked on that. People are getting hooked on that or on any kind of drug that's prescription, and it's causing bad effects to it. Like
it's just a fucking pharmaceutical goddamn business.
Right.
They're making so much money.
That's the thing too, is they're making money off those fucking pharmaceutical drugs.
Yeah.
So now they're realizing, well, we can make money on these other drugs as well. But my not even thing is even that, the money, the fact that it should just be legal because weed, who dies off weed?
Yeah.
Come on. But shrooms, I'm sure somebody could die off if they took hella shrooms.
There's never been
really?
Yeah, there has not.
Okay,
there's never been a recorded death.
I feel like I should have known that, but
you just fucking probably die from goddamn going nuts.
But even with like drugs that you can OD on, if the government allows it, not allows it, but says it's not
decriminalizes
illegal,
it,
decriminalizes it,
yeah,
and says you can have a certain amount on you that's like personal use, just like they're doing with weed. You can't have fucking pounds and pounds of weed on you.
Yeah, for sure.
But you can have, enough for your personal use because it has benefits
because you're not going to be able to sell it to other people and take out the money that the government's going to be
not
creating.
Even that. Think about how many people die because of the drug trade. How many people die off like the problem in Mexico with cocaine, or you know what I mean, moving it to the United States or whatnot.
Yeah.
Think how much shady shit happens and how many people fucking die from that, or not just
of like
cocaine,
importing it and everything.
Yeah,
Imagine living in a goddamn submarine that's fucking made out of like that they made,
a
bro.
Submarine?
Yeah, you know how they make.
Yeah,
how they make
how
submarines and fucking bring it over to America?
The cartels are sending,
Yeah.
Imagine
living in a bummy ass submarine for a little bit while you're traveling
not
to
even
America.
That. It's clearly coming to the United States.
Yeah.
There's no shortage of it. The people who want to do it are still doing it. You know what I'm saying? They can find it. Like I said,
there's gonna be drug busts.
In
There's
San
gonna be
Francisco,
another fucking.
I'm watching this shit happen. While I'm like, I've seen a cop pull up to that same area and just drive past it. While I can see the same drug dealers are still out there on a daily basis selling their drugs.
Yeah.
They don't stop them, which I get. There's a whole shit behind that because, I mean, yeah, you catch them, but then they fucking get released a little bit while later because they're not keeping a large amount of the drugs on. They're keeping what they need to sell, going picking up more. They're coming back. I get it. I'm not stupid. But my whole thing is if you legalize all that shit, you're eliminating a lot of the people dying or getting fucked over by it. And if you're legalizing it, you add the option to have a safe haven to do the drug where people aren't going to be ODing on these drugs, but they can go to a place where it's like monitored by nurses and doctors. Yeah, I get people don't want to do that, but one, that's another job. You're adding a job to the fucking economy. A nurse that's just working at this place or a doctor or whatever that's monitoring people fucking doing these drugs. But it's just like, I don't know, man. It's a touchy subject for a lot of people. Like, oh, drugs are bad. Drugs are bad. Don't get me wrong. They're bad because of the way they've been getting consumed and how they're getting consumed and how they're getting brought in.
A lot of people are like, they have an addictive personality or they're just abusive personality and they'll fucking abuse the fuck out of it.
Do you think there would be a Pablo Escobar or whatever if shit was legal? I don't think so, because the government would be fucking making connections of their own farmers in their own places and paying the farmers directly to then bring it here, or what, how are they figure it out?
Yeah, the money on war on drugs has just gone nowhere because they haven't fucking been able to
Which is insane. People are dying.
They've spent so much money on the war on drugs as well.
People are dying left and right, though. Even though we spent so much money, we've done so much, we've taken out these kingpin guys, but there's still always another guy.
It's always a
line.
fucking dude that, yeah, exactly.
It's
expendable.
It's insane to me. I don't understand it. I really don't. Yeah, I just want to know your thoughts on it, because I mean, we've never talked about it.
Yeah, no, I think that's fucked up how they spend so much money. But speaking of spending money, have you heard about the $17 trillion fucking failed F-35 program? Have you heard of that?
F-35? No, I haven't.
Yeah, do you know what the F-35 is? It's basically that jet that fucking hovers and then goes into flight.
Like, it's not like a normal jet? It's
a jet, but it has that basically a little jet that will turn to the bottom and then it'll hover. It's kind of like a Harrier jet?
Yeah, where it
floats.
The shit can change which direction.
Yeah, exactly.
Giving the energy off to.
It's supposed to surpass the F-22, and it's supposed to be
like speed or just in technology.
Just in technology wise. And they spent $17 trillion on it.
And
it's a failed fucking program.
Why?
There wasn't enough research or enough.
$17 trillion went into it.
Yeah, $17 trillion went into it. They couldn't get it to work. It wasn't working.
So it's not an actual functioning thing.
It's a functioning thing, but it doesn't have the capabilities that the other jets have, like the reliability and whatnot on these aircrafts, because they're going to be putting a fuck ton of money in them.
Got it.
And it's $17 trillion. Do
you think that's something that they are saying doesn't work because they don't want the fucking public to really look into it and make their own type shit like that, technology like that?
No, it's definitely a failed program.
Damn.
But people are just hella mad because they could have spent that money on, people's colleges or the amount of money that's put in the military is pretty nuts as well.
100%. But at the same time,
we're the goddamn
I don't want to be caught
badass
I don't want to be
America.
caught in a war where we don't have enough funding. Yeah, I'm sure we can. If
we have more funding than the fucking next 10 countries combined below us.
Yeah, I know Trump did some space program shit, which I'm not against, because we need to figure out space. Earth isn't going to last forever.
Yeah.
We need to figure out some shit. Especially our kids when we have kids, or you have a kid, but it's like growing up, it's like, I don't know how much longer Earth's going to last. Maybe we might be able to outlast the way Earth is going to last, but
yeah, no. Have you seen the video footage of Mars from that fucking rover?
I haven't. In fact, we were on it in our little Instagram segment.
Oh yeah, bro,
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
fucking on Mars. No, but the video footage just looks like it's nuts. It's just weird thinking that there's another planet out there that, you know, it just is bizarre to think about. There's another fucking planet out there.
I
That's,
100% believe that it's like we don't find it. We know it's a problem. We know like global warming. We know all that shit. We know we have issues that Earth isn't going to last. But as a whole, like the world, we don't really see it as a problem because we're like, we got time. We got time. We got time. But it's like, in my eyes, if it was something where they said you have 30 years, 40 years until Earth is dead, we would start fucking, everybody would be like, we need to invest in this.
Yeah.
We need to figure this
I
shit
think
out.
about that too, but think about being told that you have this many years to live as well. Like that's something similar.
Right, but at the same time, if you were told, like, what was that movie with Justin Timberlake where they had the time shit?
Oh
and you
yeah,
could
yeah.
Purchase more time.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
If you
Timeless?
if you knew how much time you had to live, you'd be living differently. And that's what I'm saying. If you knew how long
You
the
wouldn't
Earth
be
could
here on your
last-
fucking bed scrolling through Instagram,
If you knew
bro.
how long the Earth could last, exactly, you'd fucking do something different about it. You'd be more willing to donate, or you'd be more willing to say, "Fuck all this bullshit about the army or funding the military or whatever,
Yeah.
and let's fund what we're going to be doing when Earth is to help us get life after Earth. You know, how are we going to continue human society after Earth?" And I think that's also like, as countries are so different and they're so divided and they have different things. Like, I mean, yeah, we're not on the same fucking page as China. We're not on the same page as Russia. We're not, you know, it would put us all on the same page if we knew, we all could say, we need to figure some shit out by this time.
Yeah, and that's where they come in with fucking the aliens, dude. That's where they come
I
in
don't
with
want to get back into aliens.
I'm just saying that's where they come in with it, to where they want us to all be fucking, you know, just one,
one
know,
race type or one.
not one race, just a fucking the Illuminati. What is it called? One world, a new world order.
Oh, New World Order.
That's when everybody comes together because of fucking the aliens. You know, they just something that's gonna bring us together as a human race rather than a fucking race that's brown or white or fucking black.
Right, and that's what I'm saying is, I think at the end of the day, we all need to be on the same page for actually something significant to happen. We can have the best scientists or some of the best scientists in the world. There's still geniuses in other places that I feel like if we were all together on it, shit would be happening a lot faster.
Did you hear how they're making a hotel for the space?
I saw that.
You saw that?
That's not.
You think that's bullshit?
Yeah, 100%.
You think it's
'Cause I
bullshit?
even-
That's some like Zoe 101 shit. You ever see Zoe 101 back in the day on Disney Channel?
I
bro?
did, but what does that do with Zoe 101?
They were on like a spaceship that was so it's supposed to be like
Zoe
rotating.
101?
Yeah.
I think you're thinking of a different show, bro.
Oh, dude, I am.
Because
Xenon,
Zoe-
something Xenon.
Okay, yeah, 'cause Zoe 101 was at a college or
yeah,
some
Zoe
shit like
101
that.
was some other shit.
But anyways,
it's rotating, and it's supposed to create that centrifugal force to where you have gravity.
gravity and whatnot.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've even watched like scientific shows, not even, you know, sitcom or whatever, where it's like actually explaining that's what you would need, and like you would need
the
like,
centrifugal force.
you would need some crazy. I've even seen they did a prototype design of what it would look like, and it was basically a circle, and through the whole circle, they made an artificial sun, where it's like some crazy light. You know, I mean, they didn't know how to make it, but they said that's what you would need to produce plants and oxygen and shit like that while you're in space.
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
They're making that UV rays and all that.
It was something.
Vitamin D, all that shit you need.
Right, yeah, but I'm saying like they know what they need, they just don't know how to do it necessarily. You know what I'm saying? It's like Elon Musk, like we always talk about. He knows what his goal is, but he's still figuring out the trial and error. It's the same thing when you're saying this hotel that they're saying they're going to come out with. Yeah, they might have that plan, but who's to say that by then they're going to have it figured out?
Yeah, because didn't Elon Musk say they were supposed to have a mission to Mars already in 2020 or something like that?
But he's still figuring out how to to get off Earth and come back to Earth
to
safely.
fucking have the rockets that are disposable, or not disposable, but reusable.
Exactly.
Because he needs to fucking land that bitch, fill it back up, and then come down and actually be able to.
Exactly. But
not crash.
his thought process is more so like he's using less fuel and whatnot because he's using gravity as his pulling force and whatnot, like
catapult.
Exactly. So I get that, but yeah, what I mean though is I don't understand why people would say like, oh yeah, by a certain date we're gonna have this spaceship hotel.
Yeah.
Let's figure out how to just survive in space for long periods of time. You know what I'm saying? I know they got the astronauts and shit and whatnot, but they're not doing too well when they're just. I mean, they don't have they're staying within the certain distance of the sun.
They're fucking 400 miles away.
That's what I'm saying, though. Imagine, yeah, if you go further, which is what we're gonna need to do. Like, how are we gonna produce that? How are we gonna create sustainable life where it's not shit? We fucked up on this calculation to where now the sun, our artificial sun or artificial light, lasted us only this long. And, oh, we're down for like Xbox, for example. Their servers went down. We can't have servers going down when we're creating a fucking artificial life to live on, or artificial, spaceship. Or we can't have that. It needs to be dialed the fuck in to where we're not fucking up.
Even that, how are they going to communicate from all the way over there to here?
Well, I think that's our last of our worries, because the whole goal is to leave Earth.
Yeah, yeah.
So why do we need to communicate with
just
Earth?
To make sure they're doing okay? They're fucking actually,
I'm saying
thriving.
The goal though is to leave Earth because we know Earth isn't gonna thrive, no matter what Earth happens.
In the long run.
I mean, when we talk about pollution, we talk about all that. Earth isn't going to last. It's a fact. Earth with global warming, with everything. Human life on Earth isn't going to last. That's a fact. I don't care what anybody says. That's a fact.
Yeah. What do you
mean?
I mean, I don't know, dude. Like,
what do you mean? You just look at the facts.
We are such a minuscule life form in time.
At this point.
Overpopulation, but dude, there's so much fucking land. There's so much space to be.
That's already been most of the time been conquered or built on.
Dude,
there's certain places that aren't, but that's the problem. Is we're deforest. We're taking down the forest to build more area, and then we don't have that oxygen supply, which is even more fucked up to our fucking pollution.
Yeah.
Ratio. And then, if you look at the ocean,
did you know a large portion of the CO2 that's being emitted, like one of the fucking, I think it's 1/3 or like 1/3 is the fucking cows.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
Yeah.
But even then, that's also because we're producing so many cows so we have that meat.
Yeah, exactly.
If we didn't have, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's people doing this.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, yeah, the cows might be producing the CO2, but it's because the people needed these cows.
Exactly.
So,
but it's just crazy.
It comes down to humans and why we're fucking up the planet. And there's no way, at this point, we're so far beyond fixing it. I don't ever see us.
There's no point of return, is what you're saying?
100%. That's what I believe, at least. I don't know if everybody else believes that, but that's what I believe, and that's almost based on what the facts are, is what I go off of. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Speaking of cows, real quick, whole little quick fact for anybody that doesn't know this. Did you know if you're driving, or anywhere, if you're looking at a mob of cows where there's hella cows in the area, because usually they stay together.
Fart?
No, they're all facing the same way for the majority of part. They're facing the same direction, and the only time they're not is when they're underneath power lines, fucking up their frequency with Earth's like magnetic frequency and shit like that. That's true. I've noticed that. I heard that on a documentary one time, and I started paying attention when I drive to other places. They're facing either it's north, south, or east, west. They're always majority of the time facing the same fucking way. And if you pay attention while you're driving down the freeway or whatever, because that's usually they're not in cities.
Dude,
like that.
Honestly, bro, it's the.
Did you know that though?
Yeah, everything emits frequency.
Yeah, but did you know that about cows?
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Telling you, pay attention to that shit, dog. It's insane.
Under power lines?
The only time they're not the way that they're all not on in sync pretty much.
I know
there's like 3 or 4 that are fucking around, in different, there might be in process of finding a good little thing to grub on or whatnot. But for the most part, they're always facing the same direction. And that's trippy to me. That is weird. That's just a thing that nobody really thinks of or knows of. But it just lets you know there's shit that we don't even think about.
That's trippy as fuck. And because everything is a frequency, bro. Like, not everything, but a lot of things are voices. A lot of shit is frequencies,
especially like magnetic frequencies.
Exactly.
Like yeah.
North, then what I wanted to talk about was this thing called the gateway experience. It's basically when your left hemisphere of your brain and your right hemisphere of your brain get into opposite frequencies, and it creates a flat line and basically a focus, like a laser. Compared to a light bulb emits light. It's bad at emitting the light because it's spread. Mm-hmm. The laser, it's all focused in one frequency.
Right.
Exactly. It's in one fucking line. And when you meditate or yogis or these, you do these things that create this your left and right hemisphere to get into opposite balances to where it flatlines your frequency of your brain, you can focus and fucking supposedly go to different dimensions. Not necessarily, but
we can do that.
Yeah, it was a study. It's called the Gateway Experience. It's in the CIA documents that have been released.
And you're saying you believe in it, or you're just?
I don't believe in it, but I'm just talking. I just want a topic I wanted to talk on because there's if you guys ever seen the movie Men Who Stare at Goats, it's based on a true story where they recruited people who had these abilities. The Army.
Okay.
It's in the CIA documents. You can look it up online.
Okay.
It's called the Gateway Experience. It's where everything in life is a hologram. So the 3D picture you're seeing right now, you could see depth. You could understand that.
Okay.
But it's on a 2D frame. Like your monitor is 2D.
Yeah, you realize there's something behind us. And we're not,
You could see the depth. You could see the 3D. Like my hand, my face has depth to it. It's holographic. So I just think that's pretty nuts. Like like how you're saying the frequencies, it's off on cows and they do something differently.
Right.
The whole fucking experience of life is frequencies. And they say chakras is based off experience or frequencies. Your upper chakra is this frequency, or your lower chakra.
So are you saying you believe in the chakras and all that?
I don't know, man.
They say there's 5 chakras or something like that, right?
There's something like that. Yeah, they're basically energy ports in your whole body.
Right.
They're energy throughout your spine.
Which brings me to the whole cow thing. It's like they can understand that shit. We obviously can't. At the moment.
That has to do with birds too,
and dogs. Even they figure out they know an earthquake's coming.
They
before
hear
they
frequencies that we can't understand.
Yeah, they know. There's just not a theory, but a fact that there's dogs that fucking start acting all weird when they know an earthquake's coming.
Yeah, because
before we even feel it.
I don't know if it's because they hear the frequency of the earth fucking rumbling far away, but
they're just tapped into different shit that we can't tap into. Yeah, 100%.
There's so many things that we can't
it's undeniable that there's other shit that we just we can't even get into yet.
Like birds, how would they fucking fly in the same way?
They when it's like a winter or something, they always go to a certain direction.
Like that's bizarre to me. But the Gateway Experience, if you guys haven't looked it up, check it out. It's pretty fucking nuts. It's a CIA document, so you guys could actually download the PDF.
It's not. We're not saying what we're saying is 100% factual, but it's something that is something worth looking into. I would say
it's researchable. It's something that the Army did back in the 70s and the 80s, along with MK Ultra.
And my question real quick is, do you think that the reason why we can't really tap into these fucking magnetic fields or whatnot is because we're so advanced with and so focused on other shit like creation, technology?
What they say is that you do a lot with your left side of the brain, your logical side of the brain.
I thought. I don't know if this is true, but I know for a long time, I think I've even heard that now they're figuring out it's not 100% true, is we've only used 10% or something of our brain.
Well, that was all in that movie. What was that movie with fucking Scarlett Johansson?
Lucy?
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying that was something they had been saying since I've been a kid. I remember hearing about that.
I don't think that's true because they say that, the 10% of your brain you're using is at one time, but you use your whole fucking brain.
So 10% at a time, you're saying?
Yeah. But weren't we talking about the last time how someone got in a motorcycle crash and they are super emotional?
No, I don't think we're talking about that.
Okay, so I was talking to someone. They said that their buddy got in a motorcycle crash and did some brain damage, and they're just super emotional now. And it's crazy how some people could like damage their brain, and they just turn into a whole different fucking person.
I don't know if you've heard about this, and honestly, they might be lying, but I think it's multiple cases where somebody gets severe brain damage
and they turn into like a fucking music like they know shit.
Yeah, or what I've specifically heard is where they fucking start speaking. They wake up from like a coma or whatever, and they're speaking a whole different language that they never knew.
Or they know math. They fucking can be like a math genius, or they know like how to do with music and all that shit.
So I have heard about that,
wild,
and that blows my mind. Whether I don't know if they just wanted to get famous or whatnot and said like they act like they didn't know a language, but I've only heard more so the language one.
Yeah,
when it's been multiple people I've heard where they legit didn't know a fucking language and then or know anything about. All
of a sudden they something drops on their head and they get brain damage.
It's brain damage. Always it comes down to brain something, not even damage, but because I wouldn't call it damage because you're on a different fucking frequency in a sense. But it's like, how does that work? Because in my head, language is learned. you don't just know a language when you're born.
Yeah, and then okay, so speaking of languages, something I think about is what do you like people that were born deaf? What do they like? What? How do they think of things? They don't like we think of things in English, you know, like this is an object that's
what
a circle.
Language they hear
Yeah,
in their own head?
exactly.
That's a good question. That's a really fun good question. Maybe one day we'll have somebody who's born deaf on our podcast and we can talk to them about it. But
Well,
even then, it's like when people are born blind or become blind, they can.
they have a
crazy
heightened senses. They have a heightened
hearing.
senses.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean? I've even seen where they like somebody snaps who's blind and they
it's
can
basically like
sense what the fuck's going on.
echolocation.
I mean, yeah, they don't have a crystal clear picture of it,
Hmm.
but they can sense there's an object here. There's an object about this big here. You know what I'm saying? That blows my mind.
Yeah, that's fucking nuts. Echolocation. But with that,
Daredevil.
oh yeah, but with that hemisphere thing, they when their mind is flatlined and they're fucking laser focused, that's where it comes into play. Is it's called you get in that state, and you could basically do this thing called remote viewing, and it's basically where you can visualize other people's locations or different locations and basically be there. You gotta look it up, but it's called the Gateway Experience, and it's CIA document. It was done by the Army. It was researched, and they actually did a fucking study on it. And it's legit. It's a document that you could look up, and it's bizarre. But you ever think about, or do you ever like really think and just chill there for a minute and can picture going through a house or going through some old time, like a different timeline in your life, and you actually could visualize yourself there?
I more so get that when I get like a random smell that I'm like, this reminds me of something, and it just shoots me back real quick.
Exactly, and you could fucking picture everything. You could walk through it, and it's just weird, right?
And it's weird though because I wouldn't say I can walk through it, but it's like in that quick little millisecond or that second, I can. It's like I was there real quick. I got shot back into time, but then it's not like I can fucking, do what I want through that time. But it's just like, oh damn. This reminds me of that. I got shot back real quick.
Isn't that? I don't know. I just find that fucking crazy.
What's it called again?
It's called the Gateway Experience.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like I said, it's more so from smells of like random shit where I know I'm like, that's what I've smelt before at this house or this place or this room or whatever.
Smell of her. Oh fuck.
but I don't know about more just like randomly feeling it or whatnot.
Well, like I'm just talking about how like sometimes I'll go through the street. I'll be like, oh damn, I need to get to my house, and then I'll just be like looking in my I'll be thinking about.
You close your eyes while you drive?
No, I won't be like. I'm just saying, just in general, you just think about how you're gonna get there, and you go through all the motions of where you want.
I kind of get what you're saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's just fucking Gateway Experience, bro. It's crazy. It's legit.
I mean, I knew there was probably a name for it, but I never knew what it was. You know what I mean?
And I just want to try the transcendental meditation. And one thing I do is called the Wim Hof Breathing Method.
Okay.
It's something that you guys have you ever heard of Wim Hof?
No.
So it's this guy called the Iceman. This motherfucker will go in.
The Hitman Iceman?
No, the Iceman. His name is the Iceman. His name is Wim
Iceman
Hof.
I know.
Who's the Hitman?
You never watched the movie The Iceman?
No.
And it's about a true guy who was like a hitman for the fucking some mob.
The mafia?
Yeah. And man, great movie. Another whole great movie to watch on Netflix.
No, I haven't seen it. Are we in focus? We're chilling.
Yeah.
But the Wim Hof, this dude is literally called the Iceman. This man will chill in a fucking ice tank, a goddamn lake, and he'll just be sitting there for fucking an hour plus. And the way he does it is he has this breathing method where he'll breathe in and fucking oxygenate his blood. He'll do that 30 times back to back.
He stays warm that way?
Yeah, he'll stay warm. It changes his body temperature. So he'll do that 30 times or fucking 40 and then let all of his air out. And from doing it rapidly, it oxygenates your blood like crazy.
Do you think, though, because I know for a fact, what's 100% factual, is some people don't have, like, pain receptors. They don't really sense
that's a
pain.
disease.
So do you think that maybe he just has
Hell
that
no, bro. Have you not seen those videos on those kids? They be biting themselves and fucking bleeding.
I'm saying he now has that receptor.
No, so
that issue, and then is now saying, "Oh, I know how to stay warm."
No, he has a whole fucking cabin, and I don't know.
Has anybody been with him that says, "Yeah, he's trained me how to do this. I can do it too"?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
There's a whole study. He's also, so when he does that, he does cold showers, and it cleanses the body. It does all these crazy things. And he injected himself with the flu or some type of virus.
Okay.
And his body.
Coronavirus?
I don't know about
That was a
coronavirus.
joke. That was a joke.
No, he could. I don't. He probably fucking will be immune to it. I don't know. But he done that, and his body rejected it. He didn't get the virus, and then he also did it with 4 other people. So he's trying to prove that it's a legit thing that anybody can fucking do with the power of their mind and the power of breathing and the power of being in a different state of mind.
Not gonna lie, I'm a little skeptical of it.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. We gotta look this bitch up. Wim Hof.
Right, but at the same time, most of the shit we talk about, everybody should be looking up if they're interested in it.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
for
We
sure.
shouldn't just
for
be
sure.
taking. We're fucking two dumbasses when it comes down to it. So,
Motherfuckers.
but it's. I mean, some of the stuff where like I said, it's factual. It's fucking facts because I know I've looked that up. I know.
Yeah.
100%.
Done the
This
research
guy though,
on it.
but I mean, how do you know he's really injecting himself with the flu? Is what I would say right away. First off, red flag. He could be fucking injecting water for all.
Because there's been a study by scientists, and it's on YouTube. It's all on YouTube.
But why isn't that like blown up? Where it's like we could have stopped coronavirus if everybody went through this fucking technique.
Because coronavirus is bullshit, bro.
True, but that's
If you
what I'm
think
saying,
they
though.
wanted to know that it
But
was
I'm saying,
bullshit,
though,
then
but what I'm saying though is like, are you saying he's shadow banned and that's why we're
no,
not
he's
hearing
not
about it?
shadow banned for sure. But they're just a lot of these times that the people that are truthers, they'll fucking well, not truthers, but
No, I hear you, yeah.
people that know shit that we don't know.
Right.
They'll fucking mock them as idiots,
psychos,
fucking
or,
psychos.
Yeah. I hear
Yeah.
you. Which is another.
Oh, this guy's abnormal.
Which is another fact. It's been proven that if you don't coincide with what the higher ups believe in or want people to believe in, they'll do what they can to make you sound like a
They'll
fucking
fucking
maniac.
shove your ass down.
100%. But I know I never heard of that. That's interesting.
Yeah. So Wim Hof, dude. Like,
His name is nicknamed the Iceman.
yeah, the Iceman, Wim Hof.
Hmm.
He's fucking legit as fuck, dude. He's dope. He's a
I'll
dope
definitely
old
look into
dude.
him by the next episode. I'll find out
For
what I
sure.
need to find out.
And then yeah, it helps a lot with fucking if anyone deals with anxiety, bro, it helps a lot. It's this breathing method and it's bizarre. It gives you a natural fucking high because it'll oxygenate you. I don't know if you ever done oxygen, like inhaled
Just breathe
oxygen.
pure oxygen.
hmm
You know they sell it like fucking.
Yeah, they
Big
sell it at
Five.
Magic Mountain, bro.
Yeah. I've done that shit. Like I've breathed in it. I mean,
Yeah.
To me, it doesn't feel any different, but
No.
I'm sure. I mean, it's pure
Yeah,
oxygen.
when you do that,
I'm sure if you just like hitting it every breath, you'll feel different. But
Yeah.
I just did it just to see what because I want to know
Whippets?
what is. Not even that because that's not pure oxygen. I'm talking about
That's
like
fucking
I got it because I just want to know what pure oxygen
the nitrous
feels
oxide,
like or what it
bro.
tastes like.
Hey, so one story, dude. When I was a kid, bro, like hella funny story. You ever seen Night at the Roxbury?
No,
It's
maybe I've heard of it.
It's with those dudes that it's Will Ferrell and I forget this other guy, but they're like they're just dancing
Mhm.
and they're in the cab. I was fucking like 12 years old. I watched this movie and they told the cab driver, "Hey, can you drop us off at a 7-Eleven so we could get a fucking whipped cream cans and so we could suck the air out of them?" I was like, "Oh shit, let's see if that works."
Oh my god,
Bro, I was like 12 years old and I sucked the air out of a whipped cream can. I was like, "Whoa, bro."
Warning, do not repeat.
Hell no, it was crazy. Yeah, so I just straight up did a whip it when I was hella young because I saw a fucking movie, bro.
That explains a lot.
Yeah.
Explains a lot.
Definitely. My brain cells
But no,
gone.
But so what are you saying is positive from that? What are you trying to get to with that? Whippets. With whippets.
Oh, I was
Or
just
with-
it's just a little story I
Oh.
did, fucking.
But yeah, no.
That's shit.
I know they say even pure oxygen is bad for us. Just
Yeah, they
if
say it
constantly
because you
breathe
need
pure oxygen.
the nitrogen in that fucking oxygen.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, but next topic, dreams.
Okay.
What is your fucking wildest dream, bro? As in like legit.
I wouldn't even say wildest dreams, but have you ever had like a dream where it's like straight you have that same it's like a dream that you didn't even because with me it's like I've had dreams where it's like to me it didn't really make sense or like it was just a dream in my eyes and then whether it's a month later, a year later, 10 years later, 5 years later, I experienced that dream in real life.
So like a deja vu?
Exactly. But it's from a dream. You know what I'm saying? It's not deja vu in the sense of I've been here before. It's
Mhm.
I've dreamt this before, which means I've dreamt the future before. And
So you've lived it.
what I started to do now, because I've noticed it happened to me a couple times, what I've done now is when I notice it's happened before, I try and break what happened in my dream.
You'll do something different?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
So my boy-
nothing crazy happens, but yeah, I've tried to do that now.
So my boy fucking he said he had a dream and he said he was in high school again and
So he went back in time.
mhm.
Okay.
and he said that he knew it was a dream, and he smacked this chick because he knew it. He straight smacked her.
Hope it's a dream.
Exactly. That's what I was like, bro. I was like, what if you wake up and you're fucking in jail? But yeah, that's fucking. I haven't had that yet. But
I've heard of people who understand they're in a dream. I think it's called a certain thing where you understand you're in a dream and you try and change that
exactly.
dream or you
Yeah.
alter
It's
it.
called I don't know what it's called, but it's basically.
But what I'm saying is I've had that also recently where I knew I in a certain because I knew I was actually
So you
driving.
can control it.
Yeah, but that's the thing is I was driving in my dream a rental car, which I knew it wasn't a car. I knew this isn't a car I own. This isn't a car I know anybody owns. Why would I be driving this car? I ended up getting into an accident in that car. And in the dream, I said to myself, this is a dream. There's no way this is real. But even telling myself that, I couldn't alter that dream. It still happened. It still was an accident. I still was like, fuck, did I just crash a fucking nice car? Until I woke up and was like, oh, it's a fucking dream.
So the one way I think I
Which I'm
easily
hoping isn't deja vu in the future where I crash a nice
Oh,
rental.
hell no. Yeah, for sure. One way I not easily, but I feel like I can get there easily where I know it's a dream is I wake up at like 4 or 5, when I'm almost going to wake up, and then I go back to bed, and then I could like, when I'm dozing
that
off.
too, when you're kind of like not in a deep sleep, state of sleep.
You can actually like know that you're in the dream pretty much, and you can kind of control
I feel
it.
like when I'm deep sleep, I'm not really remembering my dreams or understanding it. I'm not even, I don't even think I'm dreaming.
Unless it's something fucking like
it's more
crazy.
so when I'm like just going to sleep or just about to wake up, or like you said, you wake up and you go back to bed. That's when I more so notice I'm dreaming.
Dude, you know what's bizarre is we
a
are asleep 1/3 of our whole fucking life.
Which means you spend 1/3 of your whole life
and
sleeping, not even dreaming, but sleeping.
Yeah, you're fucking not I don't know about conscious, but
there's certain people that believe because they know that and it's a fact, they purposely don't sleep 8 hours a day because they're like,
well, some people can actually live off
sleeping.
of fucking sleeping 4 hours a day and be cracked out on.
Different. Not even that, but everybody's different. Some people can go with 4 hours of sleep.
It's a gene, I think. There's a gene that people can fucking 100%. Function on 4 hours of sleep and be just as functioning as someone that sleeps on 8.
Yeah, 100%.
Which is crazy. But speaking of dreams, have you ever died in one of your dreams?
I feel like for the most part, anytime I've been in a situation like that where like I fallen off a building, and
so you have?
Yes, but at the same time, right before I die, I wake up.
No way. So is it like
I've never fully died in my dreams.
Really?
Yeah, never.
I've had a few times, but like the crazy thing is when you fucking die in your dream or like when you die.
When was that in your life when you were getting these dreams? Or you?
It was a few. It was like probably 2 or 3 times.
But I'm saying like this is while you were in the Marines?
No, this was before that and then in the Marines, I think. But it's just spanned out through my life.
Oh, okay.
But basically what happens was one time so we were driving in Tahoe in the snow. It was fucking sketchy as fuck. Mm-hmm. And we were at the point where we fell off a cliff in a car. Mm-hmm. And at that point, like the body, I just fucking let go. I let go of everything.
Like you were okay with dying?
Yeah, I was just like, all right. I was just accepting it, Mm-hmm. I was just accepting it and letting go and just fucking letting it happen. So
mm-hmm. I also feel though like a lot of the times what I dream about or what I don't know about other people, but what I dream about is also what I've been thinking about during the day or right before I go to bed, whatever is on my mind. Not always, but a lot of the times is what I end up dreaming about. It ends up being altered in some way or whatnot. Yeah. But if I think about something or I'm stressing about something or, I end up dreaming about it.
Is it like those dreams that you had? Have you ever had those dreams when you were a kid where you like lose your teeth or you go to school and you don't have any clothes on? You never had those?
I don't think so.
You never had those?
Not that I can remember. But I've had some crazy ass. Don't get me wrong. I've had some crazy ass dreams. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
I mean, at the same time, it's hard to say everybody's gonna dream the same thing. And that's what I'm saying. It's what you're thinking about and what's in your brain that makes you dream that because you're already thinking about it.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not like you're gonna dream about something that you've never thought about.
Yeah.
And I mean, at least I don't think. You know what I mean? You've had whether you're looking into a theory or then dream. Like if you're thinking about aliens all the time, you're gonna dream about aliens. You know what I'm saying? That's how, at least the way I look at it. I've never dreamt about something I wasn't already previously thinking about in some way, other than the times where I dreamt something and it's been deja vu later on.
Yeah.
But even then, it's like I dream it. Like the times I've had deja vu, it's been times where it was in a place that I've already been in real life. Whether it was at school, in a place in school now where I dreamt about and then it happened later on, it was still something I've already experienced or a place. I'm not dreaming about something I haven't previously kind of been there with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
I have some connection to it already. I'm not dreaming about a fucking alien and then having deja vu about me meeting an alien. because I've never really seen what that alien looks like. I'm not going to meet an alien in real life.
There's different types of deja vu as well.
Right, yeah, I'm sure. There's all. I mean, Inception.
Shit. There's like deja vu where you feel like you've been there, or you smell it, the smell one, and then there's a few others, but
yeah, no, definitely. I believe to a certain extent there's some trueness to that. 100%.
Yeah, dreams are a fucking trip, bro.
Yeah, dreams are really trippy. I remember even as a kid, well, not as, I mean, high schooler, hearing about this, like, I forgot the title of it or the name of it.
Okay.
I forgot the title or the name of it, but it was like, I mean, you're sure you can still look it up on Google or whatever, but it was like, if you lay down and don't go to sleep, fight your tiredness or fight your sleep for a certain amount of time, you can then now
hallucinate
in a certain extent. I've never been able to do it, but
well, they say that on the drug that like makes you go to sleep. I think that's the thing.
Melatonin?
No, not melatonin. It's like a drug that makes you sleep if you fucking fight it, and then you'll be like super fucking super high, super zooted.
What is that drug?
I don't know, but
not Xanax. It's
nah.
What Roseanne got caught up on? Ambien.
Oh yeah, I think so. I'm not sure.
That gets you fucked up from what I've seen or heard. You know, I mean, Roseanne has this whole reason why she was on it and why she was a whole different person on it.
Yeah,
it makes you, you know, I mean, it makes you somebody else. But at the same time, are you dreaming, or is that you awake just in another fucking loopy dimension? You know what I'm saying? Because of the drug. And I'm talking about what I'm saying is fighting your sleep and not being on any kind of under the influence of anything. You're just fighting your sleep and being so fucking tired and kind of mixing that dimension of sleep world and real world where you're not asleep, but you should be asleep.
Have you heard about that Russian experiment? About how those dudes how the Russians put a bunch of dudes into this one room where they put gas into it, and it made them stay awake for like, I think they were trying to do 30 days straight, but it's like a horror. I don't know if it's true.
It's a movie or
No, it's a real experiment. But these dudes went insane. They started fucking eating each other because of the gas. And then once they were going to stop the gas after 15 days, because half of the dudes in there were dead, they said, oh, give us more gas. We want to fucking stay awake. And
well, yeah, I mean,
it could be bullshit. It's just a fucking horror story.
But I feel like anything, if you become dependent on something for days on end, of course you're going to want more of it.
Yeah, but after 72 hours, you start hallucinating. Supposedly after
sleeping. Yeah, and that's another thing.
And it's crazy after fucking 24 hours of staying awake, you're fucking just feel like dog shit.
Right, but some people can take a drug that allows them to still be functional, maybe in the real world, but they're not 100% straight thought.
They're not functioning the same way that a normal person functions.
Not even a normal person, but that they normally would function.
Yeah.
Without a drug or without staying up out of sleep.
They're fucking twacked, or they're just like on another level, or just fucking sweating. I don't know, but enough about dreaming.
Enough. That's definitely some we can look into and figure out. You know, I mean, it sounds like you've done your research about it, but there's a bunch of stuff.
I like conspiracies.
I mean, we both had our own topics to talk about, so
I'm more of a conspiracy guy.
I'm sure, but I'm sure, like, you know, you'll look into some of the stuff I talk about. I'll look into some of the stuff.
Yeah, of course,
and we'll be able to figure out, you know, our own more opinions on it.
And we'll fucking come out with another banger third episode.
Third episode.
Third episode, all right?
He's working on it.
I'm off the fucking brew. I'm off the White Claws in this bitch. This bitch is like 6%. I don't know, but hey.
What is this?
You want to
8.5%. Get on my level.
That's a sour though. This probably has like
get on my level.
A bunch of sugar.
What do you mean? IPAs can be just as strong. What are you talking about?
I don't like IPAs because I don't like the hops. This is an ale.
Oh, okay. Well, ales can be just as strong, can they not? Or are they not?
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
I'm sure they can be, whether they're common or not. But yeah. Anyways, do you have any other subjects you want to talk about?
I did want to talk about depersonalization disorder. It's just basically a thing called DPDR or DPDR is depersonalization disorder and derealization disorder. And I think I fucking struggle with it, to be honest. And a lot of it comes from it is set on from people with bad psychedelic trips, or people that smoke a ton of weed as well, and people that have traumatic experiences. And basically
like PTSD.
Like what?
PTSD?
Sort of, but so basically what it is your body, your mind will be in a third person in a really traumatic event, so it doesn't take the initial blow of, you know, someone dying or having this really traumatic psychedelic experience or a really traumatic experience. And you'll be in that, you know, how we were saying, the robotic fucking functions of a human. You'll be in that, and you will realize that, and you'll say, dude, am I real, like, right now? Like, am I fucking real right now? Am I living this? Like, what the fuck is going on right now? And you'll fucking get mad anxiety. You'll fucking, it's just,
I think more so that's more people's way of coping with things.
Yeah, but
I don't think everybody can feel that or everybody experiences that, but I think it's
no,
it's
a human fucking reaction. But what I'm saying
not for
is,
everybody is what I'm saying. Some people can just say, you know what, I'm gonna handle this the way I need to handle this, and that whether it's not putting myself in the third person.
No. It's a human reaction for anyone to take an initial blow like that. But some people, it stays with them, is what I'm saying. That's what the disorder is it stays with them.
But that's what I'm saying. I've been personally through some, like you said, a very close person to me has died in my life.
Yeah.
A very close person, and I didn't put myself in a third person ever.
No. Okay.
I felt that. I knew it was me. I knew I was going through it, and it was a crazy ass fucking time in my life.
Okay, yeah, it could be.
But I never experienced that. You know what I'm saying?
So
I dealt with it in my own ways.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying is might not be everybody feels it, but at the same time, maybe I just haven't. I don't know, but maybe I haven't been put in.
You haven't been put in that situation where you're in that third person fucking view.
But to me, if something was going to put me in that third person point of view, it would have been that experience. Yeah. I mean, like we talked about last episode, I was in a third person point of view from other shit, but I'm talking about like.
Well, that never made it on the fucking podcast,
and thank God for it. But my point is, if I was ever going to be in that experience, I felt like that time would have put me through that experience, and I never felt that. In fact, I found other ways to cope with it.
Some people actually have that disorder to where it comes on and off, and I feel like I personally deal with that disorder because, dude, like a lot of the times I'll be going through daily life or daily things, and I'll fucking have this. You also get this screen across your eyes where it feels like you're in a movie, and it's just you're not there, and you're like fucking in your own world, and you can't really focus on what's going on right now, and it's just fucking scary because I don't know how to explain it. Like, I'll get mad anxiety, and my fucking heart rate will go up, and I'll just try to focus on my fucking breathing, and then it's just bizarre because you like, am I real right now? What the fuck? Like, yeah, it's it's honestly scary.
I'm not saying people don't get that experience, but that's what I'm saying. It's hard to say everybody would get that experience.
No, definitely only certain people get it, and like, it fucking sucks.
Yeah, no, 100%.
And like the Wim Hof Breathing Method has helped me through it because I used to take anxiety meds. I fucking went to a doctor after I got out of the military because I fucking couldn't cope with it. I'd be fucking sitting here thinking I'm dying, bro.
I noticed that you said used to though, so you don't anymore.
Yeah, I cut it. I don't like being, so me personally, like when it comes to medication, I like being at homeostasis, which is your body's own, chemical balance. Flow. Exactly. Right. So I just didn't want to be on these meds. Meds come with fucking side effects, and
always. I don't think there's a single fucking prescription drug that doesn't come with a side effect.
So when I was really bad in that fucking anxiety like phase of reality and whatnot, I'd look when I started taking the meds, bro, I'd be looking in the mirror, be like, dude, are my pupils different? Like, why are my pupils like this? I just
noticing different things.
I'm fucking hyper aware of my body, and it fucking sucks, dude.
Yeah, 100%. And that's why I don't like prescription drugs because of those reasons. It makes you not who you truly are.
Exactly. I want to be who I truly am, and it just fucking sucks when you have this feeling of not being you or not being there, and just, I don't know. That's one thing I wanted to get into. And if you struggle with depersonalization, you could always talk to me and let me know how you feel, if you could, because it always is different between people. And one thing also with it is I get fucking mad cold when I'm like, I don't know if any of you guys know me, but I'm a hot body. I'm always had the AC on, always pumped on. But when it comes to that, I get cold as fuck. And I learned that the reason you get cold during these anxiety phases or fucking these like panic attacks is because your body will send the fucking blood from your limbs to your internal organs because you're in that fight or flight mode where you think you might die, and your blood will be sent to your fucking internal organs. Because, if something bad happens, it's going to protect that. And yeah, it was just bizarre to me. I was like, what the fuck? That's why I get cold, bro?
It's interesting. Yeah, it's really interesting. I mean, I'm sure like I said, or like I've said many times, everybody's different. Everybody experiences everything differently.
Yeah.
So
People can get PTSD or
but at the
different
same
type
time, it's when there's so many people in the world. I'm sure people find the same. They deal
similar
with things.
similar
exactly.
things.
Or,
And I just want to, let you guys know that if you guys have deal with something that's fucking fucked up, then you're not alone. Because I deal with some fucking crazy shit too.
we both dealt
we
with
all
some
deal
crazy
with some
shit,
fucking
you know
crazy
what I'm saying?
shit. Everybody deals with.
And that's my point. Is everybody deals with it differently.
Everybody deals with their own fucking hell,
Right.
and like
Everybody's
we
got
only
their
see the
demons in
good
their
thing.
closet.
Exactly. It's crazy, but that's just what I wanted to end it with. And
All right.
this is our fucking third episode.
No, second episode.
Second episode.
Sorry, he's a little slow on this one, but it's our second episode. Again, we hope you guys liked it, and like we said last time,
we just want to talk about some real shit with some real people, and I appreciate all the fucking positive support you guys been. Post it in the comments if you guys got some more positive support. If you guys got any ideas like this fucking new beers, me and
sour
fucking,
beers,
exactly,
hazy beers,
toss some
IPAs,
beers our way.
anything. Well, I mean, I prefer sour beers. He prefers.
I prefer anything that's not an IPA because I don't like hops too much. But fuck,
But
I'll
yeah,
drink
if
whatever,
anybody-
dude.
If
Whatever
anybody
gets
has
you
a
drunk.
suggestion, let us know. You know what I mean? We're more than welcome to try something out. But yeah, again, like we both said, we appreciate the fuck out of the support we've gotten so far. And this is episode 2. And again, we expect to have many episodes after this before we get canceled. And even when we get canceled, we're still going to be making episodes. So
Yep.
hope you like it.
Appreciate y'all. Make sure you guys follow the TikTok, the fucking Instagram, all that good stuff. Appreciate y'all, and peace the fuck out.
Peace.